Alright, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha-Rakah-Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and the sincere salutations. That's like a sincere salutations to you hopeful elect who are pushing this word. Alright, the doctrine of Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, throughout the globe. Alright, to you I say shalom. Okay, so this video first off is inspired through the spirit and power of Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, hey, regarding us going harder, regarding us, being towards the end of this thing. A brother Lakama from the Great Millstone branch in Mobile was in the group chat, and he was just speaking about, just basically going harder, and basically us taking responsibility. We have a very beautiful truth. This truth is beautiful. And we have the opportunity, us being in this truth, we have the opportunity, to find salvation, so to speak. Find salvation through Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And it's gonna come, it's gonna come at a cost. It has come at a cost. And through it all, throughout everything that's happened to us, right? We understand, hey, we have to do more, right? Because as time goes on, we're only gonna do more. We're only gonna do more videos. We're only gonna do more live streams. We're only gonna do more sit downs. All right. Going on the highways and byways more, through the spirit and power of Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright, I need to be going out twice a week. Okay? Not once a week. Twice a week. Spirit get built up more and more, 3 times a week. Because, and I'm just speaking, as a man. Yet through the spirit and power of Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to put the spirit on us. When this MOTB comes on the scene, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, brothers are going to be out on the highways and byways almost every day. Once this MOTB comes on the scene, and yet we have to have that mentality prior to the MOTB becoming mandatory. It's just that once this MOTB comes on the scene, brothers gonna be out there. If it's 7 days in a week, brothers gonna be out, 6 days out of the week, 7 days out of the week. And we can't forget that. We can't forget where we came from, us just being bugged out in the world, to understanding this truth. And we have a responsibility. The Lord, calls for us to feed his sheep. And the elder apostle, I can't remember which elder apostle spoke on this. I believe the elder apostle Gabar. Forgive me if I made a mistake in which elder apostle was, but he said that you eat every day, so if you had sheep, you gotta feed the sheep, every day. Okay, so if we don't, obviously, the spirit is going to have certain brothers to go out a certain amount of times per week. Yet through the Spirit, we have to do a video every day if we can. Now, everyone knows that you have to do at least 3 a week. Yet through the Spirit, it's been on different brothers' spirit lately to go harder, to do more. And we have to act on that. And myself first and foremost. Because the Lord is not a respecter of persons. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this first, and then, I'll make a video. No. Okay, we can't do that. Okay, and we can no longer do that. All right, because we can't. We can't be sometime, but we have to prioritize Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, like Yahweh Hashem Yahushai prioritizes us. Lord's will were of the elect. Who gets the best and the brightest ideas? The elect. The elect get the best and brightest ideas. There's nothing more bright and more refreshing, okay, than the thoughts of the elect. Okay, us learning certain breakdowns. Once again, Lord's will, you sincere brothers are of that number. Lord's will, I'm of that number. Getting the breakdowns, reading. Okay, and that's another thing. Studying more. I need to study more through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Do more. Write down more things. Okay, add more comments on brothers' pages. Okay, and do more. It's nothing wrong with wanting to do more. It's nothing wrong with wanting to excel, man. Because you got your boy LeBron. He got that scoring title. He passed the all-time scoring list, and they said, okay, this will never be done, because I forget who it was, Hakeem Olajuwon, formerly had it, and so they were speaking on how, in order for LeBron to pass the all-time scoring, in order for him to beat the record, basically he would have had to have been consistent. Okay, he would have had to have been consistent since he was a young man. So LeBron is at 38 now. All right, but he came into the league at 18 years old, fresh face. And has continued to maintain. All right. So spiritually, that's how we gotta be. Okay, we tired, whatever. Still perform through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Head hurting. We gotta push through. Okay, that's our only option right now, is to push through. Okay, and participate. We need to be participating. We need to, not be in the background, so to speak. Not just be a background brother. Really be in this thing. Really be all in. All right, so this is an in transit. So I just got the opportunity. To stop. I got to get some gas, so I'm gonna actually be able to read some scriptures. Where I live, basically, you gotta keep your eyes 100% on the road. Like, you could probably read, a precept, but it basically better be short. People drive like maniacs out here. This is Matthew chapter. I'm gonna start from the top. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 1. The point is in 14. The point is in this whole chapter, this whole book, you know. It says, and seeing the multitudes, he went up, and this is Yahushua, right? And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Right? So us, us being jacked up, we're still blessed. All right? We are still blessed. We're still a blessed people. Okay? Verse 5, it says, Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Okay? Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And we are the peacemakers. What we saying? We saying, okay, hey, the Lord is gonna come back. He's gonna put you damn heathens in subjection. He's gonna set up Israel as the top nation on the earth. That's peace. Right? That's peace. That's peaceful. Okay? And it says, verse 10, Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, so us going through hell, us catching hell, right? And we go hard on ourselves, man. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, because Lord's will, it leads us, to the kingdom of heaven being established by the Lord coming back. We got to be in a certain, mindset in order for the Lord to come and get us and give us those new bodies, It says, verse 12, Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. And the prophets before us, they went hard on themselves, man. Knowing that there's a reward, knowing that, there's an end to this thing, man. We can actually make it out. We can actually make it out of this. It says, once again, Matthew 5:25 and 12, Rejoice and be exceeding glad. So we're supposed to be happy. The more hell, that we're catching, we're supposed to be happy. We catching hell, man. We are catching major hell out here. Okay, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Amos, Habakkuk, Job, Jeremiah, Nahum. The list goes on and on. James. The list goes on and on and on. Paul, Peter, Titus, we've Esdras, we've all been, you got that, like Elder Apostle Rakan is always saying, more names, more names, brothers. Start mentioning names. That's something that we got to remember. Okay, John. All these different examples of men. Okay, that were just catching pure hell. Oh, Obadiah. Okay. They were catching hell. They were catching hell. Noah. All right. King David. Okay. catching total hell here on earth. All for what? The words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And so it reads, Salakia. Classic. Forgive me. And so it reads, verse 13, ye are the salt of the earth. So without Jake, man, this place is, and more specifically the elect, right? You know, yeah, Jake in general is just that. Even when you don't want to be the salt, you the salt. Okay, you the salt. Even if you are like, man, I don't know if I could do this. The Lord naturally blesses Jacob to where he can do certain things he didn't even know he could do. You got Jake, you know, in the National Hockey League now. You know, you got Jake ice skating. You know, figure skating. You got Jake, you know, top level architects. You know, different things like that. Jake is really what's making this place pop, man. It says, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? Yes, we got to, you know, keep ourselves preserved. See, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to keep us fresh, so to speak, you know? It says, it is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. So yeah, we don't want to be cast out. We want to stay right up under the Lord. Okay? Verse 14. Ye are the light of the world, right? The elect. The elect is the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. So this truth is worldwide. The elect of Israel, that is worldwide. Right? That's why we, you know, through the Spirit, you know, I was inspired by the brother Lakaba. You know? And sometimes we all have to humble down and realize, hey, we gotta do more. And if we have to do more, then that means that we're not doing enough. Even if we are doing enough, we ain't doing enough. You know? Let me see if this will come out. And this man may not pop up. You gotta be kind of specific, because it could be wife instead of wives. Oh, yep, Khan. Beautiful. Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahushai. 1 Corinthians 7:29, it says, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. So we are almost up out here. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. So it's going to get to the point where, you know, if you do have a woman, she going to be like, man, you tripping. You tripping. I thought you only going this certain time, that certain time, which your woman can't dictate when you make a video or when you go out on the highways and byways, okay, or anything you do. Now there is certain instances where if you going off you know, and she bring up the fact that you going off, hey, you know, that's all right. You know what I mean? Like, if you, let's say you got these different camps, right? ISUPK, IUIC. You know, if you got a guy who's in, you know, ISUPK, Sakari, whatever, let's say he's with a woman. And, you know, in certain camps, they say that it's okay for you to, pop your woman, you know, in the rear end. So if she says, nah, that's, you know what I mean? You going off, you really got to sit there and be like, okay, you know, you can't just go ahead and do it anyways. You know what I'm saying? That's just being fucking wicked. You know? So it's not like they can't they can't absolutely say or do nothing. Like if you you know, you got these different guys in these camps who will say, okay, don't eat crab, don't eat shrimp. You know, they go home, they have a big ass boiling pot of crab legs, and the woman is like, what, you know, what you got going on? And you know, he'll hit her with this line, okay, you know, woman, you up under me. Second of all, you know, that law is done away with, you know. And some of these women, they catch it on. They're like, oh, hell no. Basically, I'm with a demon. Now technically you have to be with that man. You know, but you're not required to eat crab, shrimp, you know, lobster. See, you different women who are in these relationships with these bugged out niggas, and you may have heard the truth from a family member, or, you know, you may have seen the videos, or you may have been walking, you know, in the chief place of concourse and seeing the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua teaching, right? You may have seen that and think, okay, well, since, you know, my husband is a Moabite, or my husband is a wicked 2/3 nigga, you know, that, you know, there's nothing that you can do. Basically, that you know, basically you have to still be going off. Basically, you know what I mean? That's not true. You know, you should try to the best of your ability to follow the law, statutes, and commandments if you are an Israelite woman. You know, even if you are with a wicked man. You know, does that mean that you can go and say, okay, you know, Deuteronomy says this and that? You know, you can't really do that. You know, you really gotta stay in line, okay? You really gotta stay in line and understand that, hey, the Lord is showing you something. So, you know, try to tell your husband if you can. You know, let them know about the truth. If they're rejecting that, then that's on them. You know, that's on them. Whatever happens, really, that's on them. You tried. You know, still put your best foot forward, so to speak. All right, and worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, because that, you know, us being in this truth, your light shining, you know, that applies for the women too. Not in the sense of going out on the highways and byways. That's not what I mean. Don't get it twisted. You know, women are not supposed to go out on the highways and byways or be out here teaching. You know. Yet a woman who is attached to this truth, will, more specifically, Salakia, if the truth is attached to this woman, okay, if you know, if the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua has this woman to follow the teachings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, and follow the law, statutes, and commandments, then she's gonna have a certain countenance. She's gonna have a certain look on her too, cause she ain't going off and doing all the weirdo things that the people in the world are doing. You know, she gonna do things accordingly. You know, she gonna do things according to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. That's really what it's all about, is Jake stepping up. Jake being responsible. So, brothers, if you have a woman who is, just fucking bugged out, then okay, she's bugged out. Moving on. We still got to push it forward, okay? And for you, few sisters